Man, this bloody iPad never stays in the location that I want it to. I got Velcro there and everything, and every time I hit a bump, it still falls out. What a pain in the butt. Hey everybody, Terry King here from Jafffa Adventures. Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to detail a solution that I've got to the lack of real estate that I've got on my dash. So as you can see, what I'm dealing with here is over here on the A-pillar, I've got a tire pressure monitor system. I've got my old GPS, which I use quite often when I'm out on bushwalks. I've got the VMS unit here, which I use for in-car nav. On my iPad, I've got the HEMA maps, which I also use for navigation. Those two are a little bit different. Here I've got my exhaust gas temperature gauge for the left and right bank. I've got my scan gauge tool here on the dash. I've got my UHF mounted here on the dash in front of me. On the pillar here, I've got my torque converter lockup. So I really don't have a lot of real estate on the dash. And this bloody iPad keeps falling down whenever I hit bumps and stuff. And it's just a serious pain in the backside. I can't mount it up here because then I can't see my exhaust gas temperature monitoring. I can't really mount it down here. And I've really got no other place to mount it. You know, I can't sort of hang it off the roof console or anything like that. So I opted for the cheap option, which was to stick a little bit of Velcro on the dash here and here, and basically Velcro it in place. It doesn't work. It falls out all the time. That's one disadvantage. The second disadvantage is whenever I want to put the truck into gear or into park, the bloody iPad gets in the road. So the people from Ram Mounts have come up with a solution, and I'm going to share that with you today. So stay tuned for the next few minutes and come along on an installation journey. Okay, she's all unboxed. Now let's see what we've got here as a potential solution. So that piece there mounts onto the seat mounting bolt. That aluminium rod slips in there and you can bend it to the shape that you want to. That sheath slides over that so it doesn't look like crap. That slips onto the end there. Your iPad mount, RAM mount mounts onto there, and then your iPad sits there on that face. So that's roughly what this thing looks like. We'll mock it up in the car and we'll do this thing for real. All right, here's the passenger footwell. That little bit of plastic comes off, and that mounts there. I just had to put that mount underneath of the seat runner. Okay, now we just need to finagle this little aluminum rod. And that rod is actually nice and soft. Alright, that looks good that way. Now I'll put a bend here so it runs up close to the transmission tunnel. And in typical Terry fashion, did I bend it the wrong way? No, I didn't. What do you know? Okay, that simply sits on like that. As the passenger, it's not in my road. Pop the iPad in there. It's not bad at all. Not bad at all. All right, that looks pretty good. Pretty good indeed. We'll button, I got access to everything that I need to. I'll button that all up and we'll have a look at the final install. All right, that is nice and tight. All right, pop our sleeve on. Check our passenger annoyance factor. Very good. All right, so this is what it looks like in the cockpit. I can twist it a little bit towards the driver if you're by yourself, or over towards the passenger if you got a passenger with you. nothing's obstructed. I can get down here to my torque converter lockup switch. Not obstructed with the gear stick or anything like that. Can get to all of the controls on the dash, so I'm pretty bloody happy with that. So let's get it out on a bush track and see how we go out there. Alright, driving down a bitumen road. She's pretty stable. A little bit of wibbly and wobblying, but not too bad. Certainly not bad enough that you can't read the screen. Okay, now I'm on a dirt road. It's a forestry track, which with a reasonable amount of corrugations and potholes. And again, it's pretty bloody stable. You know, a little bit of wibbly and wobblying, but again, I can certainly read the screen, no problem whatsoever. So that was my biggest concern with this particular product. Would it be too prone to vibrations and wobbling back and forth? And I'm pretty confident to report that that is not a concern. There's a grid. Again, pretty bloody stable. Excellent, nice and stable. I think the solution is a good one. Here's what it looks like from the passenger side. And as you can see, it's pretty unobtrusive. If you're interested in the kit, I just bought mine on eBay. I'll throw a little link up on the screen to where you can find them. I've got no affiliation with the seller or anything like that. I used my cold hard cash to buy it myself. So there we have it. Install completed. Thank you everyone for joining me on this very short video. And I look forward to catching up with people out on the tracks once this COVID virus quarantine finishes up. Thanks for watching everyone. Keep the shiny side up and have a good one. Bye now.